That's a hard question. That's a hard question. And the reason it's hard is that times change. There's a tone in this country that has changed in terms of race and how we look at each other and how we help each other. In many ways, in terms of race relations, there's been no forward progress. And that's difficult because I think we've kind of seen growth and now all of a sudden it's stunted. In as much as, the 1% are doing well, all of us are now fighting for a smaller piece of the pie and everybody becomes jealous. Everybody becomes angry at each other. Why did you get this and I didn't get that? And I think in numbers, we will do better. But as it is now, if you're out there fighting individually, it's tough, and it's tough as it's always been. The old thing about, it's easy to separate that, but it's hard to separate this. And I think we're at a point we have to start worrying about each other again. Again, the answer is within us. It's just a matter of, how do we knock down the barriers amongst us to make that happen? People are so apprehensive of being connected to something else, and so worried about, that doesn't make me African American, it doesn't make me Chinese, it doesn't make me Laotian, it doesn't make, in the end, we need each other. There's color versus culture, right? We can knock all that down, right? Yeah. We got to understand the culture, because I think a lot of times, if you can knock down the culture and you can really see and accept, you can accept my culture and I can accept yours, there are business opportunities all over there. If I'm willing to understand your culture, you might be more willing to come to my store. You might be more willing to come to my restaurant. But when it comes to food, now come on. Come on. I love to cook. I love to eat. I love to eat foods of all cultures. And I think what a great way for everyone to learn and to sit down and talk over some damn good food. Your best conversations, the best times you've had with people from other cultures is sitting down and learning about food. If I can learn why you like that, I can find out a whole lot more about you. How much time do we got here? My wife and daughter and I are big Vietnamese fans, and so pho every damn day. I will throw down also any food right now. Some of that food actually tastes good in the morning. Like, we know what pizza is, and kind of the American style pizza, and you can eat it cold in the morning. There's a lot of good Asian food that's good cold noodles, oh man. If you look at the top 10 conversations you've had in your life,
it's over food.
I would say 8 of them were over food. Yeah. And 2 of them were after a meal. Yeah, but this is a great town for food. First of all, learn your family and learn your family history. Where did you come from? How did you end up where you were? And then how are you going to make your next move? Be a voracious reader. Learn your personal history, because a lot of people don't. A lot of times you start to believe that people tell you you're not good enough. You might not be, but are you tough enough? Yeah. If you work hard, you're good enough. Yeah. You're good enough. And I think a lot of times kids, parents, whoever, they want to believe that they're not. Do the work. Do the work. It will see you through. I was lucky that I had African American mentors at the right time. I was lucky enough, there are not a lot of black general managers in television. I worked for one. I worked for 3 African American news directors in my career. I worked for 2 black general managers. That's incredible. I mean, I've somehow figured it out. But I learned so much from them. And I owe them everything. They lifted me up when I didn't think I was that good. They told me that I wasn't working hard enough when I was getting by. Having African Americans in those lofty titles, and you just look around here, there's no black GMs around here. Nothing gives me a better charge. Nothing does than when a kid says, hey, I want to learn something from you. All of a sudden I'm like, well. Of course you want to learn something. We have to be accessible. I mean, especially as African Americans, we have to be accessible to this. We have to make ourselves open. We have to make the time. When somebody asks for the help, you're there to give it to them. That's part of the job, and that's part of being African American, is that you have to go back and help them, especially in this business.
Yeah.
For me, I just like helping people, and I love solving problems. And so I get both of my, so I get my jollies, helping people, solving problems, investigating, like getting to the dirt.